Morning, guys. Be right back. Okay. Having a hard time getting started this morning. How are you guys? Hope you all had a good Saturday. Timer expired. It sure as heck did not. You dumb thing. Alright, let's fix that. Whoa. Videos. Past broadcasts. The end of the day. (1803). Also, dude, this again. Okay, that is weird. Okay. Voice should sound better now. Sorry about that. Okay. Configure Zenithon 1 day, 18 hours, 3 minutes. There we go. And then this thingy. Cool. Ugh. Good morning. All right, one more thing here. Okay, that appears to be working. Invert, thank you for the tier 1. I think it was a tier 1. Yes, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the luck. Oh, all right. I gotta stretch my fingers. Whew. Hey, Pega, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you both for supporting Zenithon and Zenny Plus. I really appreciate it. I need to rework something here, but I don't know what exactly. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Joe Facto with 5 gift subs. Yeah, invert. We crashed on Thursday night. No, we crashed on... Anyway, the point is, yes, it's still happening. But there was a driver update that may have fixed it, but I haven't been able to spend enough time to confirm that yet, so... Thank you, Joe Facto. What? Well, that was bad. Nia, you're facing the wrong direction again. How are people supposed to see how beautiful you are if you're sitting over there? In the wrong spot. I wouldn't call that slacking. I've been putting a lot of emphasis into trying to run the timer down. Still, honestly, hasn't been enough, but that's okay. I took time out to spend with my family, and then I was tired, so. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. All right. Thanks. Obviously, this is not a low ice strat. Right here, I'm just testing this controller a little bit. Come on, man. Ba-da-bam-bam. Hey, Rainbow. Yeah, Joe Facto. No, this is a custom shell. It's kind of weird. Yes, mash. As I explained a couple minutes ago, I'm testing this controller with this. This is not low ice strats right here. Thanks. Can't tell if I'm dropping that because I'm tired or if it's a controller thing. Could very realistically be either one. Let's try a couple fast patterns, and then I'll move on to low ice practice. Lord Ostrich, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for supporting Zenithon and Zenny Plus. Really appreciate it. Come on, man. It's also kind of hard to hear the button. Well, I mean, the goal war is to get it as close to my usual experience as possible, right? But in terms of the build itself, it's just the shell that is different. All the other pieces are exactly the same. I literally took all the pieces from my main controller and put them in this. But the shell makes a big difference, so. Okay. I don't have power bomb selected. It's probably too low. Okay. Thank you, Park. Thank you for the tier 1 for supporting Zenithon and Zenny Plus. Thanks. No, dude. Shoot. I'm not planning on delisting them. The only time that I ever delist something is if it's not selling, or if I order a sample and I receive it and I hate the quality of the product. Then I'll delist it. But I like these desk mats, and they've been selling enough that I don't have a reason to delist them, so. I might slightly tweak one of the designs just because of I noticed something that I don't like about it. But it wouldn't be noticeable to most people, I don't think so. Man, I hate this strat. Also, I'm not supposed to be here. Don't. Spread. I feel like, what is happening here? Okay. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, quote unquote. Dude, what is? Oh, okay. Let's see. What was the other thing I was doing? It was like. Yeah, that's like. So the biggest issue with that is just... That might work. This energy is so bad, though. That's kind of the issue, is like... That's why I was doing the gamut farm. Because... Hey, Oats, what's up, dude? Yeah, so... I don't know what happened with the second time that I tested it, but something was definitely screwed up. So, if you do one here, if you can commit to one, it's going to be faster. If you're doing two, it's about the same, roughly, give or take like a second, depending on how things go. But yeah, it's... Yeah. And that's pretty much what I landed on as well, that when I retested it. The supers is the main concern here. Because the super drop rate from these flames is, I think, 2%. So... Yeah, so a two farm would be better than a two flame. In theory. In theory, a two farm would be better than a two flame, but usually if you're in a situation where you're gonna need to two farm and wouldn't need to three farm, you would have to have either gotten, like, really good energy and missile but no supers. Or, like, something, like, some weird, like, edge case with drops. So... Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today. I need to... There we go. And I need to not claw for that part of the room. Yeah. Yeah, so, and that's the thing, is I've kind of landed on almost always farming the cax. I'm not so concerned, like, I saw Eddie was doing some, like, Hellway farms and stuff. I'm not really concerned about that flame hand thing. It's called a Magdalite. And if you do drops Magdalite, or you do drops Magdalite flame, it comes out with the same tables. So I would assume they're the same. Either that or I was too lazy to go look on the wiki if there's something else, but like the reality is, I guess the reality is you should only ever stop for gamuts if you have no supers. Not literally no supers, but you know what I mean. Because you can YOLO the energy. It's not fun, but you can do it. You can YOLO the energy. And with the worst room in the game bomb strat, we don't really need missiles either. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's all weird. But see, so like that, this would be bad. I feel like 124, oh no. But like, it's doable. It's just, it's scary. Yeah. Did you see Eddie's thing here? Oops. Like this. Oops. Well, I missed the drops, but basically you just do that. Because I mean, I find this easier than anything else, but problem is usually you're gonna need to farm that top guy. I'm trying to remember what I landed on. I think it was this. It's probably something like that. I need to get good at doing this fast. This has killed a couple of runs where I was trying to be fast here. And I just wasn't good at being fast. I also shouldn't have Varia here. Did I get that? That. Yeah, so I suck at the mockball, to be quite honest. Like, I'm just really bad at it. And everything else that I've tried is, like, pretty much the same as messing that up, so... I haven't fully committed to maining it, but it's what I practice when I practice. Oh, shoot. It's too low. It's not gonna work either. Dude. Don't be like that. Yeah, it's not gonna work. This needs to be more consistent for me if I'm gonna keep doing it. There we go. That's too high. Nope. I think I might need a small adjustment on these face buttons for this shell. Maybe I can put a spacer in the jump button. That'd probably help. So this is a boxy pixel shell, Oats. It's the first third-party shell I've ever had that I didn't immediately hate in some way. They're metal. They're metal shells. Oops. I'm thinking about ordering some and building some for you and a couple other people. Sending them out to see what you think. It's definitely, I mean, it's different, but it's not, like, it's usable. And that's what's so surprising. Is that it's actually usable. Yeah, they do look really nice. I was mostly impressed that they don't feel awful, and I mean, you've been watching me play, like, I can play. You know what I mean? Like, usually you get a third-party shell and you put it together and you're like, oh, this is garbage, like, immediately. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% comfortable, but I've also spent, I don't know, maybe a total of 2 to 3 hours actually playing with it, so that's not that surprising. Okay. But yeah, the some of the ways that the buttons feel is just a little weird. The weight is good. They're not as heavy as you would think, but they're definitely heavier than a plastic OEM shell. And then something that I'm going to try for you, Oats, if I do end up, like, making some and sending them to you. They make, like, metal buttons, too. And, metal D-pads. Which, the D-pad, surprisingly, isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, the texture on it feels really nice. Hang on. The texture on it feels really nice. But it's loud. It's so loud. And it's different, right? It's different than an OEM, so I'm not doing that. They have these metal shoulder buttons. And this, when I first put this in an OEM controller, I was very happy with how it felt to press. But that being said, they're taller. And so it's not good for, like, the raking pumps, the Zodin pumps, but you don't do that anyway. So I was thinking of slapping these into, like, an OEM and sending that your way too. But anyway, these buttons, little black buttons, they had more travel distance than OEM. So I didn't spend a whole lot of time trying to see if I could fix that. But I liked how they looked and generally how they felt. So this shirt is a reference to many years ago, I was routing out low percent RBO, and I had Ice Beam and Blue Plasma Spark beeps was in chat watching me, and all of a sudden they said, "Are you sure you need Ice Beam?" And I thought about it. I thought about it some more. And I was like, no. It made the route so much harder. I got so mad. I got so mad at Beeps for that. I was like, I hate Beeps forever now. The hilarious thing about that is Beeps actually watched me do the rest of that grind for like a few days or whatever it was. He watched me do the run without Ice Beam. He's in chat for the run. Or they. I actually don't know Beep's pronouns, sorry. They. They're in chat for the run, and then like a few months ago, I was talking to Beeps in somebody else's chat. I was like, yeah, I made a shirt about that. And they were like, really? I was like, yeah. And then they're like, did you ever do that run? And I was like, yeah. Like, yes, I did. I like went and found the VOD and I sent it to him. I'm like, you were in chat. It's really funny. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a very specific run, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, if that happened to me where I was watching somebody else theory route something and then they had to change their whole route because of something that I said, and then I stuck around long enough to finish watching them actually do the run. I would think I would remember that, but I don't know, I've forgotten far more important things than that over the years, so. There's a bunch of different low percent categories. Maybe someday I'll go through that whole list. Sorry, guys. I gotta BRB. By the time I go to GDQ again, that might not be true anymore. I could totally see Drewski taking it before then. Or potentially even someone else. With how things are looking, I think the very earliest that I'd be at GDQ again would be SGDQ 26. The very, very earliest. But oops. Shoot. Dude, I'm sorry, you guys. My brain is... I'm in a fog today. Definitely. So, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's entirely possible that as of SGDQ 2026, I'll have any % world record. It's entirely possible that I won't. There's not really any way to know for sure. It's also entirely possible that I will or will not take this category. Or anything else. You never really know. Right now, if I'm being honest, like right in this moment for low ice, I'm not seeing a path to world record. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but I'm not there yet. I don't feel like I could just do it today. You know what I mean? I think I need to simplify some of my OBS scenes. Just a little bit. Every once in a while, OBS is just like, I'm gonna, like, choke for 2 frames. Well, and I mean, that's the thing, is like, yeah, it's... I don't doubt that I could, right? The question is whether I still want to in a month or whatever. I think... After the any % grind, if I didn't believe that I could get world record in any category in this game, I'd be lying to myself. But that's not... It's never really been a question of could. If that makes sense. That's the idea for the 3 farm on the other side, right? What? Dude. So what you actually want is this. It's interesting that the super missile count doesn't go up at all. Huh. But yeah, if you're farming and you're full on something, then you want to do dash and then that thing to get the updated chance. Sure, dude. Alright, well, the hope is that we enter this with more than 3 supers. No, dude. Come on, dude. Wow. It's bad. No, dude. It's a really bad fight. My hand rest for a second. Come on, man. Fucking hecker, dude. Man. Wow, dude. Ah! You're such a cheater, Ridley! What the pana? Dude. I don't know, man. All right. What did I land on for this last time? I don't remember. I never... Oh, wait. Yes, I do. That. Yeah. Not necessarily expecting that to be good every time, but... Hey, thank you, Drywall. It's been decent, thanks. I'm very tired and out of it this morning. Had some nightmares and stuff last night. It's okay. Mainly, I'm just trying to get out of this weird funk that I'm in this morning. But overall, things are fine. I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow, so that kind of sucks. But I don't think it's going to be like a bad day. It's hard for me to get back in the grind of day in, day out work stuff sometimes. Yeah, I mean, as far as my calendar goes, tomorrow's fine. I am a little apprehensive about some stuff later in the week, but we'll figure it out. It's always turned out okay so far, so need to just continue believing that will be the case. Controller setup. So we're testing this controller today. So far, I think I'm going to use it for a little while, but that could change. Like, really, all it takes is realizing that it's really bad for one important strat, and it's GG. And the thing about that is, it's hard to identify that without doing runs with it. So, as of right now, I'm feeling like the face buttons maybe need some tweaking. The D-pad seems mostly fine. I was noticing a little bit of weirdness in the Ridley fight, but it's hard to say whether that was me or the controller without the same thing happening over and over and over, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's an aftermarket metal shell made by Boxy Pixel. Worst case scenario, it's a really cool collector's item. Best case scenario, it's a viable alternative to OEM shells, which currently, unless this works, currently doesn't exist, so. There are some third-party shells. I'm trying to remember who makes them. It's like, they're like, oh, it's like Fun Tune something, which is really funny because of Fun Tune. It's not related. And surprisingly, so out of the box, those are pretty garbage, but if you put a Top Gear D-pad in them, it was usable. But the thing is, I didn't like how it was shaped. I didn't like how it felt in my hands with how it was shaped. So I didn't spend much time with it. But that's another potential option in the future, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna start runs soon. I'm just trying to remember. Oops. Some of these strats have been issues for me as of late. Okay, so did you see how Samus kind of stepped forward there? So I'm noticing that upright seems a little sensitive here. But I can't quantify whether that's actually the shell or just me being like off today. So actually, a dirty board is usually what results in more sensitivity, ironically. But this one is clean. I cleaned it, so. That's interesting. I would really like... really like for that middle key hunter to... Yes, like that. Not quite like that, but... I think I need to just briefly stop over here. No. I don't know, dude! Ah, this sucks. Maybe like that? So just no wall jump on the first one, and then a jump into the pirate? Like that? Nope. Alright. I need to get started on runs here soon. Yeah. It's getting late for runs. Let's practice Dragon for a bit. Botchwoon, and then Dragon for a bit. So first of all, I think I should start doing that. Maybe. Welcome back, Nia. Dude, why is that not working? Hey, Twin, thanks. Ah! What the minimana chinima football bomb? Why? Please. Oh my gosh. Well, now that you said that, we're getting encoding errors, Twin. What the heck? Why'd you do that? That being said, I can't really identify why. Nothing changed. So why are you suddenly... Like, what's super weird is that the OBS stats say that everything should be fine, but they're also saying that, yes, we're skipping a bunch of frames. What in the heck is happening here? Are we good? That's not why, Twin. The encoder was overloaded. The only way I've been able to fix this kind of an issue in the past is restarting OBS, which sucks because that's going to reset our ad buffer. But that might be what I have to do here. But if I'm going to do that, I want to make sure that everything is set up the way that it should be. And it appears to be. Change that. I'm going to leave that. That was me, not you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.